Announcing the commencement of the first purge.
I want you to change the world, and don't think that this is going to happen peacefully or you can do it alone. We need to kill the rich. You get out there, you use your weapons, and you rip Washington apart. You hunt down the billionaires, the bank bosses, the CEOs, the scumbags and the liars, the governors, the lobbyists, the senators, because they're all the same, and you hang them.
Just remember all the good the purge does.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is July 21st, 2018. I'm Eric. How's everyone doing? I hope you are well. I'm here at the Free Thought Project, and there's a handful of articles here that need to be brought to your attention, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Here we are. After condemning Roseanne's racist, media defends James Gunn's jokes about raping children. After condemning Roseanne's racism, media defends James Gunn's jokes about raping children. I said that twice because I kind of bungled the two together. Conservative media pundit Mike Cernovich exposed Guardians of the Galaxy director James Gunn's history of making pedophilic tweaks and joking about child rape. But rather than media outrage about Gunn's jokes involving sexually assaulting and raping children, the mainstream media circled the wagons to defend the Hollywood director. After his extremely offensive tweets about pedophilia and rape became widely publicized, Gunn apologized but was ultimately fired as director of Disney's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Gunn released a statement Friday afternoon after Disney fired the director of the first two Guardian movies. He says, "My words of nearly a decade ago were, at the time, totally failed and unfortunate efforts to be provocative," Gunn said. "I have regretted them for years, since not just because they were stupid, not at all funny, wildly insensitive, and certainly not provocative like I had hoped, but also because they don't reflect the person I am today, or have been for some time." What a fucking lying sack of shit. Let me tell you something about these pedophiles. Once they are pedophiles, there's no turning back. Interestingly, publication after publication described Gunn's disgusting tweets as off-color or edgy, despite it being clear that he was talking about having sex with children. So, this is far beyond socially acceptable humor. These people think it's funny to promote harming children. I mean, that's the leftist. That's the leftist right there. Of course, we can't blame everything on the leftists. The Republican side of things, they do wicked, nasty shit too, like the Bohemian Grove, which, they outline how Republicans have been exposed for ritualistic killings and sacrifices at this elitist club, the Bohemian Grove. I did do a video on it earlier, I believe. Yes, I did. Hashtag walk away, don't walk into this. So, both sides are filled to the brim with corruption. Both sides are filled to the brim with murderous people. Both sides are filled to the brim with evil people. City makes plastic City makes plastic straws from restaurants illegal. Violators will face jail and a $1,000 fine. This is some nanny state shit if I've ever seen it. This is in Santa Barbara, California. Illustrating the growing American police state, the city of Santa Barbara has passed a law that promotes or prohibits bars, restaurants, and other food service businesses from distributing plastic straws to their patrons under penalty of jail time and hefty fines. So the Santa Barbara City Council on Tuesday unanimously passed what is likely the most punitive ban on plastic straws in the country. And I did a video. Oh no, I haven't done the video yet. I wrote the script for it. But in this video that I'm getting ready to make, I talk all about how, there's shitloads of federal laws, 5 to 20,000, and then of course there's the same amount, nearly the same amount, of state laws, and then you get down to the city council and county authorities level. Well, the very idea that you're free at that point should be laughable to you, because how the hell are you going to know what all these laws are? They often say that ignorance of the law is no excuse to breaking the law. How does that even make sense? How are we supposed to know all of the laws? And if we don't know all the laws, how are we supposed to know that they're being broke? But, ignorance of the law is no excuse to breaking it. And when we throw your ass in the fucking slammer, we're just doing our jobs. When we shoot you in the back, we're just doing our jobs. When we taser you or let a dog maul you until your testicles are gone, we're just doing our job. Right? And just think of how much evil has been committed behind that phrase. Graphic video shows teen getting mauled by police canine despite 100% compliance. And this is what I'm talking about. And this has been seen over and over again throughout our country. Complying people, unarmed, do everything the cop tells them to do. All of a sudden they get shot. All of a sudden they allow the canine to maul them. Or they're tasered until their heart stops. I mean, come on. You people really call these guys your hero? You really see them as heroes when so many of them have been caught with child porn? When so many of them have been caught dealing drugs such as steroids? And so many of them commit murder in cold blood, rape. Okay, top U.S. Cardinal suspended, accused of multiple sex crimes against children and covering it up. And this is your religious people for you. You notice how everybody in some sort of position of authority have this perversion about them? I mean, we see it in the top echelons of Washington. We see it in the top business, CEOs. We see it all the way down to the local police department, through the churches. Okay, top U.S. Cardinal suspended, accused of multiple sex crimes against children, covering it up. And what appears to be a continuation of the Me Too movement, and following decades of substantiated accusations of sexual abuse by priests in the Catholic Church, a rock star American Catholic cardinal stands accused of abusing an 11-year-old boy. The abuse continued for over 20 years. 20 years. Father Theodore E. McCarrick began abusing James in 1969 when the now 60-year-old man was just 11 years old. James told the New York Times that McCarrick was a family friend and started grooming him following a swim in the family's pool, apparently pretending to be looking for the bathroom. McCarrick, who was already a priest, came into his bedroom, took off his clothes, exposed himself to the boy, and said, "See, we are the same. It's okay, we are the same." Yet another priest from the Catholic Church accused of pedophilia, and it apparently lasted for 20 years. I guess when the boy turned 18, he stopped being a pedophile and started being a faggot. But nonetheless, how many children did this guy abuse? Victims fellow cop come forward exposing officer for using his badge to rape multiple women on duty. Again, a person using their position of power to cause harm. This is a common theme among people who have any kind of authority. And look, the Stanford prison experiment proves beyond any doubt what happens when you put these uniforms on these guys and you give them guns and handcuffs. It proves it beyond a doubt. It turns the most kind-hearted, loving person into a cold, callous, power-abusing bastard. So, this happened in Chattanooga, Tennessee. A fellow officer is among the witnesses who have come forward to testify against police officer who is accused of sexually assaulting multiple women while on the job. And the police departments claim that the abuse was never reported in raising questions about whether a cover-up was attempted behind the scenes. Of course, these police departments cover up for their officers all the time. So, and look, I'll put a link to the website here since I'm covering multiple articles in one sitting. And this really should show you, you know. And if you go back to other reports, other articles, you'll see many, many instances like this, or like these, where government officials, church officials, cops, judges, city and district attorneys, they all abuse their positions. They all abuse their power. So, you know, we call these people our heroes and good guys. Well, not me, but most of you. And I venture to say that it's not just Catholic Church that has this problem, because I know the Mormon Church, the Church of Latter-day Saints, is filled with pedophiles. So, and what a fucking weird bunch of people they are, let me tell you. Anyway, I thought I would share all this with you because, you know, it's pretty disgusting that mainstream media is defending James Gunn's jokes about raping children. It's pretty disgusting that a city will enforce with the same amount of force as somebody distributing marijuana or, something like that, will use force on people giving out plastic straws at the restaurant. It's pretty disgusting that the police allow a canine to maul somebody despite being in 100% compliance. It's pretty disgusting that this Catholic priest has gotten away with, multiple sex crimes over the course of the last 20 years. It's pretty disgusting that a cop uses his badge to rape multiple women while he is on duty. It's pretty disgusting to have a cop finger somebody's asshole over a plant. It's pretty disgusting to see a pedophile related to a cop, meet one of his victims, or attempt to meet one of his victims in front of this cop and have her do nothing. I suspect that it's probably because she is in on the pedophilia. It's pretty disgusting. All these things. And the thing is these kinds of things happen every day. They are commonplace. And we've allowed people like this in our country. We've allowed people like this to head our churches, our political parties, our police departments, our sheriff's departments, our FBI, our CIA, and so on and so forth. But I'm the bad guy because I like weed. I'm the bad guy because I don't like fucking cops. They're a bunch of tyrant dickheads. And when they get shot, I feel like they got what they deserve. Seriously. Anyway, hope everyone has a great day, and remember, kill the state before the state kills you over a plastic straw.